receive our transmission. Stand by to receive our transmission.
Uh-oh.
The Black and a Half, world famous 7 questions. So, yeah. So we got to get these out of here before.
Okay.
I don't know if you know them.
No.
Okay.
I didn't get that far as I scrolled through podcasts.
Good. Just the first answer comes to your head. You know, it's not a right or wrong answer. 7 questions. Number 1, what are you most nerdy about?
Oh my God. That's hard to, what am I most nerdy about? Like, I feel like I should know that instantly what I'm most nerdy about. Maybe sewing, stage combat.
No, it's great. Do you cosplay? Is that what?
No, I studied sewing like burlesque and all kinds of stuff. My grandma taught me.
Yeah,
so
burlesque
cool,
are a bunch of sewing nerds.
I also did like in the grad school program, my work study was working in the costume shop. So that's how I learned how to pattern and all this other stuff. So yeah.
Okay, number 2, what's something that you love to eat?
Banh mi.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what kind.
Shut up, Silas. Oh my God. Banh mi is just delicious.
It's just like, yes.
Amazing.
Number 3, what's something that
of me whenever I like anything?
No, I just thought your reaction to banh mi was
I want a banh mi sandwich now.
I know. I got one the other night. When I got home from that shoot, we were on set for like 10 or 11 hours. And my husband and 2 stepchildren had gone to my in-laws for the evening. And I was like, I'm going to order whatever I want. And that's something the rest of the family doesn't really like banh mi. And I was like, I'm going to get some banh mi. Yes.
Yum.
I do not like it. That's weird. What's something that you love to drink?
Oh, my favorite cocktail is, well, if you're talking alcoholic drinks, favorite alcoholic cocktail is called The Last Word. And it's equal parts lime juice, Luxardo, gin, and chartreuse. And chartreuse is really expensive, I found out. My other favorite thing to drink is a Mexican Coke.
Okay. Well, I know what that is. I don't know what Luxardo is.
I know.
It's maraschino liqueur. And chartreuse is like an absinthe, but not quite. Well, it's like an absinthe and it has a natural green color. And I just found out that it's made by like 3 monks in France. And they're the only ones that know the recipe. So that's why it's so expensive. But it's a really good cocktail. When I was at a party, I walked in and they said, you can have this or you can have a last word. And I was like, I don't know. And some guy I didn't know across the room said, I've had 2. I can't focus on your face. Like, I'll have that. Anyway.
Okay, that's great. What kind of music do you love?
That depends on the day. My playlist can have, lately I've got a lot of Ethiopian jazz from the 60s and 70s.
Hold on. Ethiopian jazz?
Look it up. Oh my God, look it up.
Well, I like British soul, so
yeah.
Look up Ethiopian
jazz.
Up.
I'll send you some things. Ethiopian jazz. But then some days I have playlists that have got like Missy Elliott and House of Pain and DMX and just, yeah. But then also swinging jazz. But I would say right now, like the Ethiopian, one of my favorite albums ever.
Yeah.
Just regular jazz is the Ramsey Lewis Trio, The In Crowd, live at the Bohemian Caverns in 1968. In Washington, D.C. And it sounds like if you're sad, listen to that first track because it will cheer you the fuck up because it sounds like the best time ever. You can hear the audience laughing in the background, all this kind of stuff. So these are long answers, I know.
Oh, great. What do you love to create?
Going to a concert again.
I know. One live concert. I do love to sew, but really and truthfully, I'd say I really love making music. And not necessarily like creating my own songs, just making music with other people. I just saw one of my bandmates in the funk band that I'm in, we're called Off the Hook, Old School Cool. And that band and this other band, the Klein Party, which does more like some jazz, but also like klezmer stuff, like just working on how to put a song across and how best to do it and which way I want to do it with my, how am I using my voice and how are we coming in and out? Where's the solo going? And that kind of collaboration with people and that feeling, when you're like, yes, this rocks, it's just, it's amazing because it's not only about you, but it's about you and these other people that you really like. Hopefully you really like them, that you're creating something with.
What's a game you love to play?
Telestrations.
What?
Do you know telestrations?
No.
It is a combination of telephone and Pictionary. And it's actually a board game that you can get. And I love it because you've got little dry erase things. And so let's say you get a card and you all get to look at what your card is and don't tell anybody. And if my card says tree frog, and then I have to draw a tree frog, and then I hand it to the next person and they go, what the fuck is that? And they guess whatever they want to guess. And then they pass it on and that person has to draw that guess. And you're hoping by the time it gets around that it gets back to that it stays tree frog. But the most fun part is when it doesn't. Like there's one that was, what was the thing? It was triplets, the word was triplets. And somebody drew a stick figure of a woman laying down with her knees up and then like 3 tiny stick figures kind of at her feet. And somebody's guess was Gulliver's Travels.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I love how most people I say that to like start laughing when I say Gulliver's Travels. The two of you are just like, oh yeah.
No, I can see it.
Yeah, it's like that makes sense. It's like a giant and a few smaller people.
Yeah. So it's very fun because it, and it doesn't, it can be with kids or with adults, but it's just sort of like the ridiculousness of it makes it all the more fun. And whether or not people can draw doesn't matter,
Yeah.
What a good party game.
Love that. Okay, and last question.
Yes.
In 100 years,
oh God,
when someone reads your biography, what do you want to be remembered for?
Oh shit, Silas, you're gonna make me cry. Being a good police officer, helping to contribute to the change in culture in law enforcement and creating healing in communities when it comes to race relations. Yeah.
It was cool, unexpected.
Well, and I was thinking to be known as Seattle PD's sexiest police officer. Then you just got so real with it.
Thank you. That as well. As well.
Oh my goodness.
Can you keep doing burlesque if you're a police officer?
I know that when I talked to a King County recruiter for King County Sheriff's Office, he's just said, whatever you do in your own time is your own business. But, I think there's a lot to think about in terms of like what your social media profile is. I have seen a lot of police officers and people that you're like, really, you posted that? So I feel like I would have a tendency to be more conservative than a lot of the officers and deputies that I see posting out there. And that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, if they can post at the Klan rallies, you can post.
Stand by to receive our transmission. Stand by to receive our transmission.